Hi, okay, so this video is a lot different than the rest of mine. But ayo colegion, what's good? Welcome to the video. So if you're looking for the vlogs I usually post, jumpy, crazy ones, this is not that video. This is more of a relaxed talking video. This video is, as you saw in the title, 16 things I learned at 16 years old. For some reason, I just thought about making this today, almost just for myself and not even for you guys, just to kind of reflect on what the last year's brought. By the time you see this tomorrow, I will be 17. July 2nd is my birthday. But if you are new here, make sure you like the video, subscribe, turn your post notifications, join the 87K strong collegian, and yeah, a little bit of a different video today. I hope you guys like this. If you don't, I completely understand. It's not what my audience really, I expect, would love, but I love it, so I want to make it. A lot of memories and things have changed my life this year. All right, let's start with 16 things. These are gonna sound cheesy, like they're from Pinterest or something. My first one I've always known, and I've always tried to follow, but I really embraced it this year, and that is to not let what people say affect what you do and how you live your life. That's one of the messages I love to preach on this channel, and it's honestly what's brought me to where I am today. I don't get a lot of hate nowadays, but I used to get a lot, which I've talked about in the past. I really don't want to bring it up. I want this to be a positive, uplifting video about what I've learned this year. I definitely learned more and embraced it and even taught it to some people, that to not let what other people say affect what you do and how you live your life. That's just one of my guidelines that I always that's always what I've seen makes people the happiest. The second thing I've learned while being 16 is that some people mean so much more than you think, and that is to yourself. Like, some people you think they mean absolutely nothing, but they just really mean the world, or even more than that. I mean, that one just kind of goes without explaining. Make sure you look around at who's there for the good and bad times, not just the good. Look who you want to spend your 24 hours a day with, because there's a limited amount of time. Obviously, but sometimes people forget it, like I did at points this year. Number 3, I learned that sometimes you aren't always as smart as you think you are. There are times where I definitely think I am the shit, and I think that I know everything. But sometimes you just need to take a step back, admit you were wrong if you even tried, and accept the advice or whatever someone's telling you. You can't always be right, unless you're my mom. She always somehow seems to be right. It's a little weird. Number 4, I learned that talking to people is so important. And not talking to people about random stuff. I'm talking about stuff that you have deep down inside. Stuff that you usually keep trapped and you only talk about to yourself. It's sometimes really important to open up to people that you know you can talk to, and that you know you can trust, and that you know will give you advice and will give you feedback and won't judge you. What am I on, 5? I think I'm on 5. 5, I learned that money does not grow on trees. Sounds a little stupid, but I did. I used to spend money like crazy on stupid brands and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, I still definitely spend the occasional stupid amount of money on something that just isn't worth it. But I'm toning back a little bit and realizing almost like the worth of $1, and how sometimes that name brand just is not important. Like, the name is just, oh my god, it's just not important. And I'm finally realizing, but sometimes I still fall into the trap where I get it, and yeah, that's just how life is. Number 6. Life isn't always going to be going up. Around the middle of this year, or well, the middle of like July 2nd to July 2nd, like in November and December, my subs were shooting up. I think I went up about 30,000 or 40,000 subscribers in a month. And it was literally one of the best times of my life. And now, even up to this day, it hasn't plateaued, but it's slowed down a very drastic amount. It's still going up. That's how I look at it. You've got to look at the positive. You can't look at, oh, I'm not going up 40,000. I'm going up whatever I am now. Sometimes it's not gonna go up as exponential as you think, and that's all right. Everyone has their months. You just got to keep working and keep grinding, because eventually you hope your work will pay off and it'll eventually start going back up. I just said eventually so much, I'm sorry. Number 7, ooh, I'm getting good. Number 7, I learned that once you lose someone's trust, you may never get it back. Trust is so important. If you lose your trust in someone, or someone loses their trust in you, it's insanely just such a bad thing. It's so hard to build back. It could cost you more than you could ever think. One stupid mistake and it could just ruin everything that you've built up. I feel so sophisticated, even though I'm not. I'm just I don't even know what I'm doing right now. The 8th thing I've learned, we're halfway through. I learned to sometimes live in the moment. I can so get caught up in the YouTube or the social media, posting everything, that I just forget to live in the moment. I always think back to when I went to Italy with my family and my friends. It was 2 years ago or 3 years ago, one of the two, and I was almost glued to my phone. I still experienced it, but I just wish I wasn't glued to my phone. It was a once in a lifetime experience. I pray I can go back one day and just literally throw my phone the other way and focus on what's going on, because sometimes it's just not worth the Snapchat. Number 9. There we go. I learned to not go 100 on the highway. Okay, that story time, I like the second week of getting my license. I went 100 on the highway. Some lady called the state police, and the state police called my dad, and I got in trouble, and I never told the story because it's embarrassing, but I did. Okay, that's not the actual number 9. Number 9 is kind of related to that. Number 9 is live in the fast lane, but sometimes use your blinker, get over. You want to be going, but you also sometimes need to tone it back and just calm down and yeah, bring it back. Calm it down. Number 10, we made it to double digits. Let's go. This video actually doesn't seem half bad. It probably is, but whatever, who cares? I'm enjoying it. Number 10 is something I've always been good at, even before this year, but I kind of got reminded of it multiple times this year, and that's to make time for family. You can ask any of my friends this, but I probably eat dinner with my family about 4 times a week. And I'm not talking about just the 4 of my family, mom, dad, Bella, and me. I just put up 5 fingers, that's good. Didn't learn how to count at 16, we're working on that for 17. I'm talking about my entire family. My entire family, like the one from the Nantucket reality show I made this year. You should go watch that. I'll link it. It'll be in the eye on the top. I think it's on this side. I still haven't learned 3 years into doing YouTube. Family is so important. Sometimes it just gets forgotten and kicked to the curb because you want to hang out with your friends, you want to hang out with your girlfriend or this, that, the other thing. You have to remember your family because they're really important and they really love you. So you cannot forget about them at all. Also, call your grandmother. She misses you. All right, I think we're at 11. Let's go. We're almost there. I'm still working on counting. I told you. 11 kind of goes along with the family, but it's more orientated towards 2 specific people, and that is your parents. If you're lucky enough to have both parents like I am, then you can't forget how important they are. They gave up a lot of their life just to have you and bring you into this world and give you everything they can. And I realized a few months back that like the moment you have a kid, you have responsibility for the rest of your life. I'm not ready for that at all, so don't expect any kids on the way. If you see any clickbait about kids, it's just don't even click it. Don't even click it. I'm giving you a spoiler. Don't click it. It's not true. Like they literally have responsibility for the rest of their life to watch this kid and take care of them and nurture them. Like, even after they're out of the house, they still have to call them, and like it's like, oh my god, it's nuts. They do so much, and just like appreciate them. Number 12, I learned to think before I speak. Oh, I forgot to do the number. Oh yeah, good luck making a 2, forget it. Just number 12. Think before I speak. Sometimes I open my mouth when I shouldn't, and sometimes I open my mouth when I shouldn't and say the wrong thing. It's like a double whammy. I'm definitely learning not to do that. I just started to learn that at 16. Hopefully I can learn it at 17. But I mean, I don't know. I'll probably mess up again and get punished. We'll see. I mean, it would not surprise me, to be honest with you. Number 13 is actually a quote I learned this year, and I can never get it out of my head because I really love it. I think it really represents me. And that is, I was raised to treat the janitor with the same respect as the CEO. So that's something I've learned when I was 16, or even I've learned that before, but I really incorporated it more when I was 16, is to treat everyone with respect. Along with that is number 14, to accept all people. I have such a strong opinion on this topic, and I really don't bring it up often because YouTube is just such a toxic place to sometimes talk about stuff like this, but I just think that people should leave everyone alone. Like, let people be happy. There's no reason to tell someone what they can and cannot be. Just do your own thing and don't worry about the other person. Everyone would just be so much happier if they were allowed to be whoever they want to be. I just think everyone should really like shut the up sometimes. Just let people be what they want to be. Okay, I think we're on 15. Honestly, I lost count at this point. Number 15, I learned that sometimes it's okay to not go out. And by that I mean like not go out like at night or not go out with your friends one day. Like if you have something, don't cancel to go hang out with your friends. Like don't just go out to go out. Have a reason to go out. Have a plan. Don't just go sit in the high school parking lot. We all do it. Be honest. We all go and sit in the high school parking lot at one point or another. Don't leave your house and go do that and waste gas. And just stay home. It's okay. The last thing, number 16. All right, before I give number 16, I just want to say, if you're new here, make sure you like the video, subscribe, turn your post notifications, and click the ad so I can make some money. Because, you know, again, money doesn't grow on trees. Whatever that was. 3, 4, 9, 7, 17. Number 16. I think I was supposed to save the best one for this, but I gave the best one before. I gave it as number 1. You know, don't let people change who you are, blah, 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 blah. It's not really blah, blah, blah. It's like what I live my life by, so never mind. If you're in high school, I really want you to listen to number 16, or going into high school, and that is, please make sure you enjoy high school. I'm going into my senior year. I'm starting to look at colleges, and it all just ran up on me so fast. It's so weird. I remember 8th grade graduation. I remember freshman orientation. I remember my freshman year. I remember my sophomore year, and then all of a sudden, I'm going into junior year. Not this year, I'm talking about last year. And I'm just like, holy I'm halfway done with high school. It is the weirdest feeling. It literally goes by so quick, you don't even understand it. You're gonna bat 9. You're gonna be looking at colleges. So please make sure you enjoy high school. It is so important. It's one of the biggest things I learned at 16 years old. That I'm not even gonna talk to 75% of the kids in my grade after this year. I grew up with these kids. I saw these kids go through everything, and now I'm not even gonna talk to them after this year. This is my last year with them. It's the weirdest feeling in the entire world. So please make sure you enjoy high school. Those are my 16 things I learned at 16 years old. I really hope you enjoyed that video. Honestly, I had a great time making it. I don't care if it gets 10 views or it gets 100,000. I mean, that would be awesome if it got 100,000. It wouldn't be so awesome if it got 10, but that's also okay. I really enjoyed making this video. I plan on making one when I'm 17 if I make it through 17. There's a chance I don't, but that's all right. Not really. Not really. Trying to live to like 98. Like, or even triple digits would be dope. Alright, that is all for your video. I just want to remind you for the last time, if you are new here, make sure you like the video, subscribe, turn your post notifications, join the 87K strong collegion. If you didn't like this video, go watch another one. There's a bunch of different ones. There's like 400, 500, something like that videos on this channel. Oh, I've been doing this for a long time, jeez. Alright, cool. Once again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time on front of the camera. Bye-bye. I learned that you should really try and school all 4 years of high school. I definitely like half freshman year, and it's really costing me in the long run. So if you're going into high school or you're even in high school now, please take my word for it. Every single grade counts. It's gonna hurt your GPA if you don't do good. I'm struggling to get mine up, and I got high honors this year. Little round of applause for me, just because I worked really hard. I just wanted to kind of gloat that. I'm sorry, but I wanted to.